Okay, I'm back. Had to do some magic behind the scenes there and the great studio recorder of Blackboard. Yay! Um, so now what you should be seeing on your screen is the course shell for Speech 1321. This is a really unique course, and so I want to go through a few things up front with you. So the first thing is how do you get around the class? So let's talk about that. And should be true in almost any class you take at Odessa College in terms of the basic layout and format. If you're seeing a lot of differences, you might want to email your instructor and ask about it, or get in touch with someone who can help you, because we're working hard to make sure that our classes have a similar feel in terms of where things are at. So if you haven't taken a Blackboard course before, don't panic. It's new to all of us the first time, but you're going to get through it, and we've done everything we can to make it easy to navigate for you, as easy as can be. Blackboard doesn't seem to be as intuitive as something like Facebook that just seems to work with our brains automatically. And a lot of people will come to me and they'll say, oh, I'm not good at Blackboard, or I'm not good at online this or that. You know what? None of us are at first. You should see what we go through as professors and instructors when we're trying to learn to work this software. But it is something you can learn, and it's something you will learn, and you'll be fine by the time you're done with this class. So if you have some questions as you go along, use me, email me, text me, but also make use of the Student Learning Center and the gurus and the instructors and the tutors that are all down there. Everywhere else, that's kind of a luxury service, and here it's provided free to you. So if you need help finding someone who can really sit with you and walk with you through Blackboard, we're committed as a school to make sure you do well. So contact me and we'll get you connected. Okay, so every time you're in Blackboard, in this blue area over here, if you can see my mouse kind of moving around, the basics that you need to know are all right here. So the first thing you always want to check, and this is what is always going to populate for you, is your announcements. I've already sent one out by the time you're seeing this video, and this is telling you, welcome to speech class, this is who I am, how to get a hold of me, that kind of thing. It's really important that your student email is connected to the course and that you're checking it. I would even load that into my phone if I was a student and make sure, because you want to get all of our alerts, especially when we get into inclement weather or with all of our construction. Sometimes they hit gas leaks or power lines. On rare occasions, one of your seated courses may be different, or there could be a power outage that's affecting Blackboard, and you could be spending like all night fighting with it if you missed your email and then realize, oh, this is not a problem I'm having, this is a problem the school is having. So make sure you're checking that, and then whenever I want to contact the whole class, I will post an announcement, so you want to check those right away. Those are also emailed out to you every time in my class, not in every class, but in my class they are, and in most of us tend to do that. So that's the first place that you're automatically going to go. Then right under that is course information. Different people have this in different orders, but it's basically the same elements. This is the faculty information about me, so you can see where my office hours are, and you can see how to find me when you need to find me. My preferred methods of communication are all just right in there. Then underneath of that is the course syllabus, and underneath of that is where one place where all of your due dates are going to be appearing. So that's important information. Your course syllabus is right here at the beginning of that. You're going to see the same faculty information, so don't think it's the same thing. But everything you need to know about the class is in that syllabus, and it's going to be following along down. Just keep scrolling down. So you can find the things you need. The course syllabus also has other information like your textbook and your grading. So, and you can click on it, like if you don't want to read the whole thing, we have it broken up so you can find the part of it, that you're looking for. Most of you are going to be looking at stuff in these first three areas. How am I graded? What's my book? And how do I reach the instructor? So anyway, all that's there. Then the next thing, and this is where you'll spend most of your time, if you go back over to the blue area, is coursework. So you're going to click on coursework, and this is where you're going to, again, see the due dates that are listed. I need to copy ours in. And then underneath of that, here is each module that I'm about to be talking about. So this is the first week's set of work, basically. And the way you access a module, this is just the cover page. So the way you access this module, you're going to come in, you're going to click on the blue and it's going to take you into what you need to know about the class and the things that it's asking you to do for the week. So when you go into a module, all of the lessons are going to appear now here on the left. And then you can start scrolling down and reading. And again, there's some things in here I still need to adapt in for you. So they might look a little different when you get there. Here's a Blackboard orientation where actually Jeremy is going through it right now, but we might replace that video actually probably with this one. So, but you'll see a course that'll help you navigate if you forget where things are at. Here is the communication profile. This is going to ask you to do some things, but as you can see, I'm clicking on the assignments. They're opening up, and then when you want to submit an assignment, you're going to hit Write Submission down here, and that is how that opens up. So let me click on that, and then you write your submission, and then you're going to hit Submit at the bottom here. Oh, it's my course, my video is covering it. There's a blue submit button down there below, right where my head is in this video. So anyway, that's kind of a basic overview. Jeremy's video will probably go into more detail. He's actually the one who built the framework for this, and then we come in and we all teach. Our department uses a consistent instruction that way. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be referring to some things as I go on here. You're going to have a module that is due every Monday. So let's take a look again at that coursework. And there's two places where you'll find the due dates. One is in the syllabus. Those modules will be due here. So like the first one, due date will be listed there, and you'll see all of them right here. And then you are going to click on here on a Monday. Now, the important reason that we've made those assignments due on Monday and not a different day in the week is because I'm there all day on Monday. So if you've run into a glitch or a question, that's a great time to fire me an email or send something Sunday night. You might not hear from me on Sundays, but you will then the following day. So hopefully, I do check my email. Hopefully I'll be able to get to you sooner. But if I haven't reached you, Monday's the time for us to connect and make sure everything's in order from the last week. Now, what you want to do, though, is don't do this thing, and students never listen to me on this, but don't wait and try to do your whole course shell on Monday. What you need to do is click on, so today should be before the first deadline, like the Monday before, it should be the first day you're opening the course. Click on Module A, open it, read everything you've got to do that week, plan your time, and start working on it. If you wait until even Saturday or Sunday, or, oh gosh, especially if you wait till Monday to start doing the whole thing, A, you're going to have a long, really boring day. And B, if something goes wrong, there's no real time to help you. So I am not particularly sympathetic to, oh my God, it's Monday, my internet went down, I couldn't get this done. Well, you had a week before that to get it in. So we're expecting you in this department to plan ahead and organize your time. That's part of being a business professional. And so make sure that you aren't starting the whole thing on Monday. What Monday really should be about for you is reviewing the module that is due that day, making sure everything is tied up, all your loose ends are tied up, getting questions answered from me, and then hitting your final submit button on everything. And then looking at the next week's. So if I just finished Module A last week, I would start to look at Module B that Monday and start planning what I'm going to do for the next week. And that may sound obvious to some of you, but some of our students are very new and new to college. So that's kind of what we're expecting you to do. It's very similar to the work environment where your boss gives you something he wants done or she wants done, and you have to get it done for her or him by a certain date. You don't wait till the day it's actually due. You want to plan your time ahead. So that's one thing you need to know. So read through it from the start and be double checking. Know that if you procrastinate and you wait and you just throw something together and toss it in and it's just not good quality work, don't expect then a good quality grade. We grade, I do read everything, and I grade based on thoroughness and how well I'm seeing your thinking process emerge. So if you just throw something together at the last minute, don't expect a high grade. I know what you guys are capable of, and I figured out pretty quickly if you need help. And I'm expecting college level, professional level work. So plan ahead, plan your time. And I am serious about deadlines, so meet them, please. If a major life emergency happens, and by that I don't mean your internet went down. If your internet goes down, you need to go and find another place. Odessa College has plenty of computers available with very extended hours. Other libraries do as well. Your county library or high school, if you're a high school student, library might have some help for you. Um, but I know the county library does. If you have a laptop or an iPad or whatever it is you're working on, McDonald's and Starbucks are a great place to work. And I will tell you, it happens to us too. In fact, I'm recording in a different place than I would normally be right now because the internet's down at work. So you go where you gotta go. And when grades are due, they don't care if my internet's down. I have to go figure it out. One night, I even spent the night at Schlotzsky's on Midland Drive in Midland, well, on Andrews Highway in Midland, outside on a patio grading papers because that was the only place in town that still had internet live because of a flood we had. So do what it takes, find an alternate location, find a friend with a computer, a boss with a computer, someone who will let you have a backup if either your computer or your internet goes down. For your recordings, you're gonna be dealing with making speeches. This is a speech class, okay? So one of the things that makes a speech, it's supposed to be an audience of about 20 or more because that's what a full class would be. You are an online student and we aren't expecting you to work miracles, but you do need to start thinking right now about finding 5 people who can listen to you on occasion. And it doesn't have to be the same 5 people, but they do need to be adults. Kids can be present if they're not being distracting, but they don't count. You have to have people that are at least age 12 and older. And you need to prepare that audience to hear your speech. So that is not negotiable. It's not a public speech if you're not speaking in front of people. And Skype doesn't count. Oops, my computer's going dark on me. Nor does, what's the other one we get? Oh, I've had a goldfish for an audience member. That doesn't work. Dogs don't work. Dogs are great for practicing, though, so you can do that. But find 5 adults that can listen to you. Some people use their coworkers in the break room. Some people who are enrolled in another college class will ask a few people to stay late. I had one guy buy everybody a $1 drink at McDonald's that he could get together, and he recorded it there. So a lot of people use their cell phones to record. That's fine. You can just upload it to YouTube, and you'll have instructions on that. There are deductions if you don't have all of your members. So, and they're serious. There's as much as a letter grade per audience member. And if you don't have at least 3, I'll send it back to you to be redone. Or you'll get a 0 before the end of the semester. So you don't want to mess with that. Keep in mind, it is a public speaking component. So we can't just let you do like I'm doing right now and record something for YouTube. It's, a screencast for YouTube. It's really got to be the real deal. Also, there are some assignments in here. You're going to see them. They're mandatory assignments. So I think this is one. I'm going to click on Module C. You should have one. Those are highlighted in yellow when you get to them. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Hang on. Let me look one more place. But they are your basically they're your speeches for the class. There's a couple of written pieces that are mandatory, and those are absolutely required. You can't get around that. So if you have enough points to pass the class, but you haven't done that speech that's mandatory, I can't give you credit in the class. So you still have to do it. So please make sure that you hit all of those, and I will make sure you're very aware of what those are. And then here's what they are. There's a teaching and training presentation that comes up. There's an organizational proposal. And then there's some assessment pieces that have to be loaded in that we'll explain to you in more detail later. So anyway, that's the kind of the basic flow of the class and the expectations. Again, work ahead. Use your Mondays wisely. You should probably expect around 5 to 10 hours, depending on how fast you read and write and work in this class. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to tell you. So do not buy a book for this class. It is preloaded in here. So we are using an open source textbook. We really were tired of seeing our students get charged as a department $200 and some for a speech text. That's kind of ridiculous. So we found a very good textbook online that is open source. That means other professors have written it and they're peer reviewing it together. And the information there is fantastic. So we didn't see a need to have you have a textbook bill anymore. So don't buy one. Everything is in your shell. And that really should be about all you need to know for now. Again, I'm really glad you're here. Use your Mondays wisely and plan ahead for the week and get your stuff in. Remember, I'm here throughout the week. My office hours are posted. My contact information is posted. So if you're running into a question, it's much better that I hear from you before the weekend so that you can get busy. I do teach filmmaking and theater, and so quite often on the weekends I am harder to reach because we're on a project. So you want to, work ahead, get those questions in. Have a great day. If you need me, I'm here. Find the information on the faculty contact page, and welcome again to Speech 1321.